Howdy y'all, and welcome back to Apron Strings. I know I've been missing a few days, and I might be missing a few more days, but I'm here today. I'm going to make some sour cream enchiladas, and I thought, well, I'll just turn the camera on and let y'all see how I do it in case you want to make you some, and I can visit with you a little bit. So I've already boiled 4 chicken thighs with the bone in them because it's just more flavorful, and I've got them done and ready to shred to go in the enchiladas. Then I've also, for a side dish, I'm going to use some rice-a-roni Spanish rice, and I've got it cooking according to the directions on the box, but I added a cup of whole kernel corn to it. So that makes it a little prettier and taste a little bit better and look a little bit more authentic. So right now, I've grated a pound of Kobe Jack cheese, and I have my green enchilada sauce ready to go. I've got my, I like to use corn tortillas for this. You can use flour. And then I'm going to add some chives and cilantro, and guess what? Garlic and onion powder. But I'm going to chop up an onion and saute it down and add my enchilada sauce to it, and then we'll start rolling them and getting them ready to assemble. So let me get my onion over here, get it chopped. And I generally use the old El Paso green enchilada sauce, but today I'm trying some that's from HEB too, so we'll see if I'm going to mix them so we won't really know what's what. But I've got my 9x13 ready to put them in it, and I'm going to chop an onion, and I'll get this sauteing, and then when I get that done, I'll be back and show y'all what we're going to do next. Got my sweet Vidalia onion peeled and ready to chop, and I'm just going to try to mince it pretty small. If I was going to cook this for people that don't like onion, I would grate it. But I think everybody don't mind eating the onion. If it's cooked, it's going to be here today. So let me see. I'll just chop it as fine as I can. Get those ends out of the way. And I'm going to cry about it. Is it okay if I cry about this onion? We thought we were going to get some of that storm that just came through, but we lucked out and we didn't get any of it. So I was thankful for that, although my plants out back could use a little rain. I'm having to water sometime morning and evening because they dry out so fast in those pots. Ooh, Lord. This is a sweet Vidalia onion with a bite. My eyes want to make water come out of them. Okay. That's about fine enough. I'll do the other half. Right quick here. Let me get that core out. Mercy, Agnes, that thing is hot. Let's see here. Somebody wanted to know what kind of knives I've got. This is a set from Pampered Chef. I had a party many years ago. I don't know if they still have this set or not, but they came from Pampered Chef, and I like them. The handles are weighted nicely, and they sharpen real good. These onions are going to think I like them because I'm winking at them. Okay, I'm going to get those. Whew, let me wash my hands, wipe my eyes. These in this little skillet right here. And saute them a little bit, and then I'll add the green enchilada sauce to them and let it blend a little bit. And I always add some milk to my can. I add a can of milk to the can of enchilada sauce. It's got some cheese in it. Y'all probably can't see that back there, but you know what I'm doing. This is avocado oil. I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there so they'll start softening a little bit. This is some ingredients that sometimes I'll just layer some tortillas in the bottom and then put some of the green sauce and then put the sour cream and chicken, and I'll layer it and make a casserole. But it's so much easier to scoop a serving out if you've rolled them and made enchiladas out of it. So today I'm going to make enchiladas. And we need some beans, but I didn't get any beans cooked. So I think it's going to be Spanish rice and enchiladas, and that'll be good. I might make a salad, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to bring y'all back when I get to the next step. I'll have to soften my tortillas, and what I do, I wet paper towels and squeeze them out and wrap them in them and put them in the microwave for a minute, and then they're pliable where I can roll them. So that's what I'm going to do rather than dipping them in the enchilada sauce. So, we'll be back in a minute and we'll roll us up some enchiladas. Okay, y'all, I'm going to show you what I do to add some extra flavor to the meat. Before I roll it, I'm going to sprinkle it with onion and garlic powder and some cilantro and a few chives and toss it. And what that does, it puts a little extra flavor in there when you start to eat. This cilantro has not been opened, and I'm sure I've got some somewhere that is. I had some fresh, but I'm going to tell you what, the heat and the monsoons that we've had did away with it. It went to its fathers. So I'm just going to put just a little, just to add a little flavor, and a little bit of chives. Chives are just cute little green things. Anything little's cute. Get that out of the way. Check my onions. Check my rice. Whew, it's done. There it is. I almost waited too late to check it. Okay, I'm just going to use my hands, and I'm going to just kind of toss and massage these flavors into this chicken. Anytime you're going to add meat into something, season your meat. Don't just brown your meat or whatever, because it's going to, in other words, it's going to take away from some of your flavor because it's so bland. Now, I don't salt this. I did salt the meat a little bit while I was cooking it, and it had onion and garlic in it. But this will make it, yeah, the flavor is just so much better when you season it with what you're going to put into your dish. Let me clean my hands again. And as soon as the onions get soft and we add the green enchilada sauce and some milk, I'll get the sour cream out and I'll start rolling them up. You can hear this big nice tomato that I grew in one of my raised beds out back. I've got a bunch of them that's fixing to start getting ripe. And I've got about a gazillion little cherry tomatoes. Those are the tomatoes. I love them. But I'm proud of this big nice one. I'm going to let it rot. I've got 4 little ones up there with it, but that's the one I'm the proudest of, so I'm not going to show y'all the little bitty ones. Okay, y'all, I've wet my paper towel. Squeezed it out real good, and of course one of them wanted to tear off on me. So I'll just spastically spread it out down here and get me some tortillas out and heat them up. Now you can soften these in hot oil, but that's less messy to me, and I'm just going to do it this way. I don't need that one that tore. So let me get them wrapped up here and in the microwave for 1 minute, and they should be soft enough to start rolling, and everything should be ready. I've got the June oven heating on 350 to melt the cheese, bind it all together. And we'll have us a good meal. And I do have some pinto beans canned, but I'm probably the only one that would want any, so I'm not going to open them up. I'll just serve them what I've got fixed here, and that's what we'll do. So we'll be rolling enchiladas here in just a minute. Take a minute and tell y'all I sure do appreciate all the emails and messages that you've sent me. I know I'm usually here on time 3 days a week, but life has kind of gotten in the way the last, I would say, month. And I hope I can get back on a regular schedule. Troy's doing pretty good. They've got him on some medicine trying to open the vessels in his lungs up. Richard came home from the hospital Friday. Today is the 22nd, 21st. Today's the 21st on a Monday. So Friday he came home. He'd been in the hospital 4 weeks. And really nothing's any different. They cut him open, couldn't take the tumor out, sewed him back up. Don't know if they're going to want to do more chemo or what, but he's very weak and still needs your prayers. But I am glad to be in the kitchen today and sharing with y'all one of our favorite dishes. And Troy hadn't been hungry a lot lately, but he said this sounded good to him too, so that's what we're going to have today. But thank y'all for sticking with me and hanging around and being there when I get another video out. And I promise you, I'll get back to normal and show you some of the good stuff I've got in store for you. I hear the microwave, so I'm going to get the tortillas out and we're fixing to start rolling. Although this is a non-stick pan, I'm going to go ahead and spray it a little bit just to be sure that I can scoop my enchiladas out and serve them. And that's the olive oil spray from Aldi. And I think we're ready to go. So let me put my tortillas right here. I may need to wipe my hands on that. Now I like to put a spoon or two of the sauce in the bottom, just for starters, or 3. Just to kind of coat the bottom is all I did, see? Not much. And then what I like to do is put my sour cream on first. I just use the little teaspoon and roll it around on there. And then I put some chicken and a little of the Kobe Jack cheese and just a tad of the green sauce. And when that all melts together in there, it's yummy. And that one's pretty fat, but that's alright. Somebody will want a fat one. Okay, sour cream. And some chicken. I like to use the thighs because they're not as dry as the breast meat. Troy likes the dark meat better. Now if I'm going to make chicken tenders, of course, I use white meat, but for stuff like this, and you want to put it the folded side down if you haven't done this before. I hope y'all can see. I'm just spreading the sour cream on and I'm using corn tortillas. And then I'm just putting a little of that seasoned chicken, some Kobe Jack cheese, and I'm going to tell you, you can use whatever kind of cheese you want, but they're so much better with Kobe Jack. It's just something about it melting with the sour cream and the everything involved. It just works better. And if you put your sour cream all over it, when you roll it up, it's a little bit of glue too. So, okay, chicken, cheese, and I grated my own cheese today, y'all. I did good. I'm going to have a good pan full. That's good. I'll do another one or two and then I'll finish them and bring y'all back when I've got them ready to go in the oven. Show you what I'm going to do at the end, I guess. I always put cheese over the top, put some sour cream over the top and some cheese, and then I pour the green sauce that's left over the top of that. So they're all flavorful. Alright, let me turn the camera off and I'll finish these up and then I'll bring y'all back and we'll finish them. Okay, I've got them in here. I forgot to show y'all what I was doing. Just Okay, they're all rolled like I was rolling them, and then I smeared sour cream all over the top, and then I sprinkled cheese all over that, and I put the rest of the green sauce that I had left. And I'm just going to let them bake for about 30 minutes until they are brown and bubbly, and then we'll take them out and plate them up. Here's the rice-a-roni waiting to be plated up. I love the Spanish rice from Rice-A-Roni. I want to show y'all the box that I use. And it's good made just right by the box, but I like to add a handful of whole kernel corn to it and add a little cilantro to it. I cheated and I opened a can of refried beans and sprinkled some cheese on top. And I'm going to heat those up in the microwave, so we will have some beans on our plate. It'll kind of look like a Mexican restaurant, minus the chips and dip. I don't have any chips and dip. Anyhow, the casserole likes about 10 minutes being the casserole. The enchiladas likes about 10 minutes being ready, and then I'll be ready to plate some of it up. But it'll just be that quick for y'all. Okay, y'all, I forgot again. My mind is not here. But the enchiladas came apart when I scooped them up. I guess I put too much sauce on them, but oh my goodness, they're delicious. Then the refried beans with the cheese on the top, and then here is Troy's plate with the enchiladas, the rice, and some refried beans. Thank y'all so much for stopping by the kitchen today, and I'm sorry that it's ham scrambled. I've got guests in the house. And I just got distracted. But I'm going to give you a quick recap on making the enchiladas. You warm your tortillas in the microwave wrapped in a damp paper towel for about a minute to soften them. Then you smear like a fat teaspoon of sour cream on them and put your chicken and your cheese, your Kobe Jack cheese, and then a spoon of the green enchilada sauce mix. And I told you that I add a can of sweet milk or regular whole milk to the can and mix it all together, but I saute an onion and then put the sauce in there, and that's the sauce that I use. Then when I get them all rolled and in the pan, I smear the top with sour cream, and then I put the Kobe Jack cheese, and then I pour the rest of the green sauce over the top. Now when you first get them out of the oven, they're real runny looking, but if you let them sit a little bit, they absorb that sauce and you can get them up one enchilada at the time. My bunch was hungry and I dipped them up hot and they came apart. But now I could dip them because they're firm. I could dip them each individually. But anyhow, I'm sorry that I didn't show y'all actually doing that after I rolled all of the enchiladas. But anyhow, that's how you do it. They were sure tasty. They were very good. So I'm going to get over there and get this edited so that when I go to take my grandson home, their internet is fast. I can get this uploaded in about 10 minutes and ready to put it out there for y'all. If I do it at home, it'll be 10 hours. So I'm going to edit, get it ready, and I hope to see y'all again in a couple of days. I have some out-of-town people coming, so I'm going to be kind of tied up. So this may be, I may not do anything till the end of next week. But y'all, I'll be back. Just save your seat and wait in front of the butcher block, and we'll have some more good food going on real soon. The Lord bless and keep y'all, and stay cool if you're where it's hot, and I don't know where it's cold at, but stay warm if you're cold. I'll see y'all soon.